Hello and welcome back, my fellow Teslatarians. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Tesla DCA experiment here, back with a new episode. A couple of shades darker, I don't know if you can see that, and also a couple of kilos heavier after all the good food and the wine that I had in Cyprus. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm now back in London. Yeah, it's pretty grim outside. It's cloudy, it's rainy. I feel like I need to turn the heating on and maybe make a cup of coffee or something to keep myself warm. Actually, that's not a bad idea. One second. Sorry about that. Much better. In today's episode, we're going to talk about expectations versus reality. And if you like this episode, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so this video can reach a lot more people, so that hopefully this can help them as well. There were a lot of things that were happening in the news with Tesla lately. We had the battery day a couple of weeks ago. I had to watch it like 3 times in order to understand exactly what they were talking about. And the thing that actually helped me was obviously watching it 3 times, and then also listening to Sandy Munro's kind of review of Battery Day, because he was talking about it from a very different perspective, because he's an automotive guru, right? Genius. And for us common folks, I'm talking about myself, I'm not that smart, so sometimes having someone that really deeply understands what Tesla are trying to do and have them explain it in a different way really helps, and helps you solidify why you think the company is such a fantastic company. Battery Day, what happened? The day after, stock was plummeting down. And, expectations versus reality, right? I think a lot of people were expecting that the stock was going to go further up after that. And I think that a lot of people still don't really understand fully what Tesla are trying to do, which is fine for me. I'm really happy with that, because what I want to do, as always, is DCA and chill. And I'd rather the stock that I know is going to be worth so much more. Even Elon Musk said it himself, it's going to be worth so much more in the future. I'd rather have the opportunity to dollar cost average for a long term, and then have the stock go to the moon after that, because that's just going to make me a lot richer than the stock moving, vertically so quick. But I think there was a lot of golden nuggets that we missed out on there. Like, they announced the different factories, not gigafactories, but terafactories now. So Tesla are actually scaling up like ridiculously when you think about it. And how they were talking about if they actually lower the price of the Teslas, which they will do, then the demand increases. So Tesla are like in a really interesting predicament here. And I think that they're just trying to focus right now on scaling. And I think that they know they could take over the whole industry right away, but I think they're slowly trying to kind of send warning flags to all the ICE, so internal combustion companies, that if you don't do anything soon, we're going to take over everything. And I think right now, Tesla are the solution and the problem, which is fantastic. So expectations versus reality. Sometimes things go a lot slower than what we expect. And if we believe in a company and we want to invest, which this channel is all about, is investing, dollar cost averaging, then, time is on our side. We're slowly going to be loading up, dollar cost averaging, in the hope that, or knowing that in the future, the stock is going to be worth so much more. So for me, I don't mind if we stay around this price that we're at for the next 2 years, knowing that it's going to go crazy in a couple of years. Are you guys, you kind of have the same thought process, or do you feel like you want to be kind of rich right away? I know obviously it'd be much nicer to have a few more zeros in the bank account, but I'd rather it go slowly. And being on the right side of the trade. Q3 earnings, when I was looking at that, I was just thinking, wow, Tesla has had a fantastic year. Not only are they kind of delivering what they said they would do, but they're doing it during like the global pandemic that we're having. like I was just thinking, you know, it's not cheap to buy a car. And a lot of people are still buying cars right now because they know the long-term effects. It's not just that it's a cool car, but they know that they're obviously helping the environment. And also they know that the costs for owning like a Tesla or an electric vehicle is going to be far much better than having kind of a petrol or a gas car, which I think is fantastic. And people are willing to make that investment now, which I think is fantastic. I know I've been kind of rambling on a lot about kind of what I think about Battery Day and Q3 earnings, which I think is really important. Then again, expectations versus reality. So I think that all these good news, you know, if you read it and you think that it's good news, don't let other people tell you that, oh, no, you're completely wrong. Let's short Tesla. It's going to go down a lot. This is all good news. And as we've seen over the past weeks, Wall Street and kind of other, you know, organizations are quite slow in understanding what Tesla is all about. So for me, again, I'm super happy with that. Okay, so let's take a look at the kind of experiment. So this channel is all about dollar cost averaging. I have an experiment where I'm averaging dollar cost averaging £5 a day, and also another one where I'm investing £164, but once per month. So if you take a look at that, on the daily one, we're up 15%, which is still good. And on the monthly one, we're up 11%. So we're still in the green right now. We've had a massive pullback. I love pullbacks. I know it's been a couple of episodes where I was like, I want to pull back, goddammit. And I'm really happy with this. I just want to keep loading up, keep dollar cost averaging, which we're a fan of, right? So yeah, the experiment is going well. And if you want to get a little more information about what this whole channel is about, I'll put a link up here somewhere talking about how to build wealth with only £5 a day. And it kind of explains what this channel is about. If you're still watching this, then obviously don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like it, and I think there's a bell there where you have to push all, so don't forget to do that, because I know there's a lot of people that are watching these episodes and a lot of you guys have not subscribed to the channel. Okay, so now on to the comments of the week. So this week's winner is Minty Pig. Okay, everything money. So in a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about I'm not really sure why Tesla wasn't included in the S&P 500, and they made a comment. I'm not sure why it's not in the S&P 500. I think you might be right about the volatility, and it's really interesting because I felt like at the Battery Day, Elon Musk was kind of really reserved. He wasn't like him. I mean, he wasn't like selling everything like he was before. And I think that people, obviously, they listen to every word that he says, and they probably wanted to hear like, oh, a million mile battery. We're gonna go in production with the Roadster, all this stuff, and that's why the stock was kind of going down. But I think that he's trying to kind of keep everyone more relaxed, so that there's not so huge spikes, because I think one of the things for the S&P 500 was that, you know, your stock is a little too volatile. So maybe that's one of the things. And then Minty Pig writes, I'm interested to see how it works out for you in regards to my experiment. So thank you so much for following me on that. I agree. DCA is the best route to go. Keep paying in through the highs and the lows. So again, you can just hear it from other people as well. They're doing the same thing, dollar cost averaging. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, Minty Pig. And I couldn't agree with your comment any more than what you kind of mentioned here. News of the week. So we were talking about that Tesla was delivering a record number of EVs in Q3, which is fantastic. Having in mind that the pandemic is still going on and people are still willing to buy a Tesla, which I think was fantastic. So I think Q3 is good. Q4 I think is going to be better. They're scaling up, as I mentioned earlier. And I just think that it's going to be fantastic. We just have to kind of watch and see what they do. And yeah, just dollar cost average, DCA and chill as always. And then I think one really interesting thing, what I was reading the other week was that Walmart actually are they're buying semis from Tesla already. And I think that's quite fantastic, because Tesla's mission statement is to kind of accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. And how Walmart is one of the biggest, I think it's the biggest company by revenue. And if these guys, they're obviously trying to do a use case just to see how much are they saving by using the Tesla semis to kind of move products and goods through the US. It's just fantastic. Can you imagine if they just convert everything to being electric, which I know they will. I mean, there was some news the other week that California is banning all gas cars by 2035. So that's fantastic. We can see how the whole world is kind of slowly just transitioning. And Tesla, obviously, they want to be the company that helps the world do this a lot quicker. So it's just a fantastic case to be around. What do you guys think? A lot of information in this episode and kind of recently with the Tesla stock. Do you think that Wall Street still don't have any clue about what Tesla is all about? Or do you think that they're trying to not manipulate, but they're trying to dumb it down so that they can load up on some shares before we go to the moon? What do you guys think? Oh, and another question. If you could get any Tesla car at this moment, which one would you get? The Model S, the Model 3, X, or Y? Or would you save all your money and wait for the Roadster? I know which one I would get, and that would be Tesla Y. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope I get to see you in the next one, okay? You take care.